Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of EU4 as the Knights. In previous episode, the Ottomans were clearing out the neighborhood quite a bit, so that has caught us a bit afraid for this time being, but they're currently fighting a war against Genoa, in which, well, Genoa and Lucca. They're currently sieging down Genoa itself, and they've got 28,000 men in there. Now, luckily, they have yet to get the war goal, which I believe was CO over here. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. So that's the war. What I could potentially do is I could potentially declare war on Genoa. They don't have a lot of troops or anything to worry about. I could potentially even get some friends over here to help, but I'm not going to try to conquer anything over there. What I'm thinking is that once or if the war against or between Crimea and Genoa ends, then I'd be just dropping 1,000 men on both of these. And once that peace happens, because that peace is probably not going to happen anytime soon, since the war goal on that war is actually no longer part of that war. It's a Kuban, which is now held by Circassia, and that's Circassia is not in the war, although they got a truce with Crimea, but they had probably a different war. So that means that that is a pretty long-term war. So we don't actually need to join in there, but I'm just thinking, like, if we can delay the war between Ottomans and Genoa for a long while, that might help. Let's unpause first of all. And in the meanwhile, I did notice that England lost quite a bit of land. Even Northumberland is now independent, and Wales. And then Scotland's got a massive chunk of land. England still has Calais, but that's about it. They've even lost their holdings in Ireland. So they are definitely weakened quite drastically. So how are we doing on force limits? We are good on both of them. Alright, that's good to know. But right now we're just mostly waiting. We should be getting a pretty good amount of splendor here, so we'll soon be able to get our first of these abilities. And we'll probably take the improved war taxes. That's a fairly no-brainer. Oh, France is the courier controller. Alright then. Now I don't have any cardinals yet, so I can't even try to become one. Oh, Teutonic Order's got a cardinal. And development cost. Oh, now that's actually quite nice. And tolerance of heathens goes up as well. Not that we necessarily need to worry about that much about it. I mean, we're slowly converting roads. Very, very slow. Oh, Castile is in golden era. Well, well. Oh, and Genoa. Oh, did they get a truce? They did get a truce. Oh. Ottomans took the port over here, but that's about it. Okay, but that means that they have one less enemy. Don't have a claim on Ramazan. I'm kind of hoping that they would declare war or fight against Mamluks first, during which I might be able to wrangle the Venetians to help me, and we could maybe take a little bit of Greece. And that way keep the Ottomans somewhat weak, because right now it's probably better for us to keep the Ottomans weak rather than take stuff from Mamluks. Although, you know, if Mamluks get beaten back a lot, then we might take some stuff over here to cut them from going into Egypt, but that means that we'll be definitely fighting a war. Oh, there we go, Genoans are now bringing the stuff in here. I mean, I could probably still do the war against Genoa, but right now, since there is no guarantee that Ottomans don't attack us soon, I mean, they are very... Well, let's just say that they really want our stuff. That's probably one way to put it. They got 50,000 men, I only got 12,000. Because we are converting our capital now slowly. It's only going to be 2% per month though, so that's going to take... Actually, I can speed that up, can't I? Yeah, I could. There we go. We're not going to be developing the capital for a little bit anyway. So that's going to be 3% per month now, so that's going to be a lot faster in comparison. Can't seize more land yet, but at least we're mostly fine on that regard. Not going to sell titles either. Ability is not quite 50% on the... Oh. Oh, there we go. The influence is dropping on some of these now. Good. Some of the coal diet things have expired now. So I don't think there's going to be a rebellion in Rhodes. I mean, it's always a possibility, I suppose. Currently have our armies in here. We're not drilling or anything. We're trying to get a little bit more cash, which... seems like might start happening soon. And I think one of the things... Now, we could try getting more stability, but right now it might be actually better to get the reduced inflation. So we can get rid of the inflation that we have right now. Extend privileges for the bourgeoisie. Either they get more influence, they currently have a lot of influence, and local autonomy in Athens is going to be quite a bit increased, or they lose loyalty and a bit of influence. I think we're going to take that one. Sure enough, their loyalty is now going to be quite rubbish, but at the same time, at least they don't get too influential. Ooh, we could invest in the idea. Now, we are behind in tech, and that is a military taxes, so we definitely want to get the Miltech 6 and probably Miltech 7 as quickly as well. Or as quickly as we can as well, because that is going to unlock the cannons. Speaking of cannons, the Ottomans... Oh, they are moving their troops to the east, so they might be going to war... Oh, they are already at war at Trebizond and Georgia. Oh. Interesting. Exceptional year. Oh, +2 base production. Yeah, I'll take that. It will pay itself back quite a bit, that one. I mean, admittedly, the fish isn't exactly the most valuable, but it does increase our trade power and all that, so it's not all bad. Speaking of which, we have 11% in Constantinople right now, which is not a lot by any means, but at least it's improving. We got 2 advisors right now. I mean, we kind of do want to get both of these points as quickly as possible. So we'll hold on to those. I guess the Ottomans are now busy in the east. I'm hoping that they... I mean, they got some claims over here in Mamluk territories as well, so it's entirely possible that they will have war in here at some point. During which I might... Well, actually, Venetians got 20,000 men in here. I got the 12,000. If I was to declare war on Ottomans, I could get only Venice to help me, actually. And Bohemia would be on the other side, so it's probably going to have to be a defensive war on my end. Now, another thing that I should probably do is improve relations with... Actually, how are our relations with Poland? Can we improve that? No, we're actually improving that already. And with Austria, we improved quite a bit. Papal States, I might actually improve a tiny bit. It won't go all that much higher right now. Well, it can go another 30 higher. So we can get a little bit more influence on a yearly basis. Because we definitely need that. Oh. Are you fighting? Oh, you're fighting Theodora and Circassian. Oh, I think Theodora is wanting to get a bit of land from Genoa. And then Circassia is fairly strong there as well. Okay. Well, I don't actually know which one of these declared war, but I'm pretty sure that Genoa is the defender in here. Oh, it is Theodora that is declaring the war. Impressive. Well, in that case, I could potentially try to clear out these islands for myself. Well, they are, it's only Lucca. They got 10,000 men. You know what? I'll take less boat. Oh, wait, no, I don't have a diplomat. Right, well, let's recall the one from Poland. I'm going to start increasing the army maintenance again, so the troops will be ready. I will split this in half, attach it to the transports, get this in here, and as soon as the diplomat is ready, I'll go in here. So I can get a little bit more land. Of course, these are lands that Ottomans will want, but it's also lands that if we got our fleet in here, they won't be able to get to. I don't think I need to invite anyone in on this war. I think I should be fine. Our fleet should be arriving here shortly. And it's only 2,000 men there, but we'll just clear out the Wargol Island first. And then we're going to worry about the rest of it. You know, if we can get a little bit of land in here, that would be nice. Because one problem might be that we don't have any forts over here to capture. Bribes going more acceptable. No, that's not good. But, you know, we'll be reducing that in about a year anyway, so it's not too bad. So the first siege is going to be done fairly shortly. There we go. And then we'll just go through the ships again. And do the landing there. There's only 2,000 men waiting on the other side there, so... we should be able to do that. I mean, it's going to be a bit of rough terrain for us. So it's going to be at least -2 from the landing, most likely. Unless... how good is our general here? It's got a fairly good maneuver, actually, but I don't think that's going to be enough to avoid the penalty from there. There we go. We do have a lot better shock, at least, and there's not that many troops in there, so there we go. That's a sack wipe. We've got the war goal, at least, on our side. They've got a bit of troops over here, but look like Theodoro is going to be stack wiping that one. Slowly but surely we can get a little bit more land in here. And again, it's hopefully going to be... well, it's definitely going to be more coastline. I'm pretty sure that they would not give me anything in here. Let's see. Is that going to be... oh, yeah, we need more war score to do demands like that one. Now, the question is, of course... oh, Corsica is independent now. Interesting. Is that guaranteed by... No, that's guaranteed by Crimea. And allied to Siena, okay. I could try doing a landing into Genoa itself. They've got 7,000 men at this stage. I'm fighting both Genoa and Lucca, though. How much does Lucca have? 7,000. Okay, so I can't land in enough there. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna go ahead and reduce the upkeep of the army a little bit. We've got the fleet in here guarding the situation anyway, so we should be mostly fine, at least saving up a little bit of expenses. And same with roads, we could probably just mothball the fort there for the time being, so we can at least keep going for a little bit longer. I might... Actually, no, we want to keep the military advisor at least on... Oh, there we go. We can get the war tax cost minus 100%, so that way we can now activate the war taxes. That's going to reduce the maintenance of the armies and all that. Hopefully that will be... Well, it does give us quite a few more months before we run out of money. Plus, once the corruption is done, that should start making us a bit of money again. Oh, and we could go for the inflation reduction and yearly corruption. So that way, we're actually reducing the corruption fairly quickly. And we're also reducing the inflation now slowly. It's probably not going to go all the way down, but it's definitely going to go down at least a little bit. And our troops over here are... You know what, I'm just going to go ahead and send them over there back home. At least they'll be combined there. We got okay relations with Papal States again. I don't think I can really improve them any further, because we're allied to both Naples and Venice. So there is that. And I did realize that Castile, if they didn't have too many... Well, okay, now they might not want that, but if they didn't have too many relations and we weren't at war, they might actually want to ally us, and that would give us Malta, which would then, of course, extend the raiding area all the way to Barbary Coast for us. It would be quite nice. But at least we got the Ticking War score on our side, so we don't need to worry about too much here. Austria's got a new cardinal, alright then. So the Ottomans got a little bit troops there. They're not fighting a war against Mamluks yet. Mamluks are allied to Zinsokhshana, Beja, and Hizn Kaifa. So none of them really over here. I mean, it doesn't... Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit further east here, but I suppose who are their rival to? Ottomans, Karakayunlu, and Castile. Ah, okay. I could potentially improve our relations with Castile by... Going for like insulting Mamluks then, I guess, but I'm probably not going to do that right now. Looks like the conversion in road is going quite nicely, and oh, that's going to save us a lot of money once that conversion is finally done. So actually, at that point, we are going to make some money again. Oh dear. Okay. So, Crimea is now a... Oh. So they got a Pretender Revolt, and they are... They're not yet. Oh, there we go. Now they're tributary of Ottomans. We're going to recall the diplomat in Papal States, and I suppose at this stage, let's go ahead and improve relations with the Venice for now. Just to make sure that they would help us in a war. Because we will need some help if and when we fight against the Ottomans. We're not quite that strong yet, but we are at least gaining some strength now. And no, the conversion is not done yet. We are seemingly gaining more... Oh, Ottoman Golden Era. Well, that's bad. That's really bad. I could potentially get, like, if I can get a little bit of land somewhere in either here or... Actually, are these are probably... No, well, these are considered Anatolia, but if I remember correctly, Anatolia is technically being considered part of Europe. Yeah, okay. So we'd have to get some land over here somewhere. So that's also part of Europe. These are part of Africa. So maybe if we would get a land of Thezan, for example, we don't have a claim there, though. But that would be a potential for expansion into Africa. And then maybe eventually Mamluk lands and all that. But right now we're getting a slight amount of money, not a lot though. We'll do what we can, and we are going to get the conversion done soon, so that should at least improve the situation in roads quite a bit. I believe that does increase the... what does that actually do? Well, we are converting... I mean, I don't remember the exact values, but anyway, it should be improving the situation quite a bit. Reducing unrest, for example, a lot, and... I think it might also be improving the... Well, I suppose it reduces unrest, so that's going to increase the taxation, among other things, and I think it might have an impact on a few other things as well. But regardless... Oh, right, it's going to increase our unity, isn't it? Or religious unity, so that is going to have quite an impact, especially the stability cost is going to be reduced drastically. And we'll be losing a lot less yearly devotion. There we go, we've got Miltech 6. It's the... Oh, the Ottomans already have that. And they're still fighting a war against... Karaman... Oh! Right, so they are going a little bit further south now. So they're expanding a lot in the east. It's good to know, good to know. So I got the war goal, or the war score now to, technically speaking, start making some claims, but there is no... Right, well, I suppose right now, again, it's a little quite easy for us to just wait. We got our fleet, we got plenty of sailors, and oh, actually, we're still gaining sailors. Well, it would be if we went over twice over our limit, but, you know. Beyond that, we are at least still, or would be gaining sailors. Our fleet can basically just stay here for a while. Once we get these islands, especially once we get them cored, we'll probably start increasing the galley fleet a bit further. Although we probably want to have at least 10 transports later on. Not necessarily quite yet, but somewhere down the line. And now we got the... Oh! Order will no longer have the privilege enforce interfaith dialogue. This has no effect to your country. Ah, right. Oh, there we go. We've got 18 people influence from converting our capital. I mean, it is fairly high development province, admittedly. It's 37. So that does help, but there we go. Now we're making a lot more money. So much so that I'm going to increase the army maintenance a tiny bit. So still going to make at least a ducat per month money, so that will help us. Definitely in the long run. So I guess the Mamluks are going to lose one of their allies over here. Well, not necessarily. Although they are... Oh, hold on a minute. Is this... No, it is Ottoman conquers of Karaman. But they might indeed lose one of their allies there. I wonder if they're going to start fighting Mamluks next. Now, of course, how strong are the Ottoman army now? It's 50,000 men. They got fairly good stuff. They got 2 ideas already, admin ideas. But they get 5% discipline. Admittedly, so do we. Oh. Italian wars. Right, so there's new mercenary companies available. In Italy. Oh, it actually is not just Italy. Alright. There we go. We can get the Diplotech. We're 5 years ahead of time, so we should be able to get at least 1 military idea. So we can get the first of the divine ideas, and that development cost reduction is quite nice, as well as the yearly devotion will basically mean that we won't have to worry about the devotion most of the time. I mean, there might be still a few times here and there, but that's about it. There we go. We are getting about 1.5 ducat per month now, since we get the extra trade efficiency as well. That's the plus 20% from being ahead of time in tick. So I could definitely try to do landings in here. I mean, hold on a minute. Is Castile fighting Corsica? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they sure are. Oh, and we can see that there is a lot of troops there. So we don't really want to do landings there. We can't really do landings in here. And that's about all the areas that Genoa has, because they lost Corsica. We've got these islands covered. Ooh, we've got a new ruler. So we've got somebody in charge now, so 635, that's actually not bad. We could try to go for the papal protege again, get more papal influence. Although we could go for the extra money. That would be 31 ducats. Lose 5 devotion, but as I said, we are getting quite a bit of devotion by now. So I'm actually going to go for that one for now. So we've got 2, 3, 4. That's pretty decent. So what are the traits on our ruler? Oh, tolerant of heretics and heathens. I mean, we don't have any right now, but we will get probably some in here. Oh, and a scholar and a goods produced modifier. Oh, wow, that is actually really good ruler. Okay. That is not going to be turned into a general, that's for sure. We could maybe turn the heir into a general. Just oh. 5301. I mean, that 1 siege peep is nice, and 3 shock is not bad either. So I'll mostly just want to get these islands. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of money from them as well, but I think we still might have to fight the war for quite a while in here, so we'll see how it goes. Aha. All Occitan provinces in the Knights will receive +2 unrest. I mean, we don't have any Occitan provinces, admittedly. Savoy's opinion of Knights increases. Alright. And we get a new... was it the Master of Mint? No, it must have been something else. I don't remember why exactly. Oh, there we go. We can get the admin tech now. Production efficiency is going to go up. And we unlock the workshops. Oh, and... we're going to get the national tax modifier and missionary strength. There we go. It's not a lot of extra taxes, admittedly, but it does help. Like right now, oh, agenda, okay. We could build a church in Athens. Sukla owned by the Knights, that's not really possible, or marketplace in Athens. Honestly, the church in Athens is probably not a bad idea. We can't afford it quite yet, but we're getting the money slowly. Plus, actually, we are pretty close to being able to start doing the raiding again, aren't we? Yeah, March next year, so not too far off. Then we'll do the raiding and we'll... actually, I don't know. Should we leave some ships here? I mean, we've got still about a year. I have a feeling that, you know, I might want a truce soon. But I will take these islands. I'm actually thinking about... Oh, there we go, New Carolina and Riga. Okay. But I'm thinking that maybe I should build forts in these two, so that once the Ottomans go siege them, we can lock them in there with our fleet. Then we can run rampant with some smaller armies in here, capture the other side, and then even if they win the siege of the fort, they won't be able to get through. We've got 24,000 men there. Oh, right. They already won the war here. And looks like Karakayunlu got a bit of lands there. Trebizond has been conquered. I mean, right now we're in a little bit of a precarious situation, admittedly. Could I improve relations with Austria? I mean, oh. Austria is actually not that far from maybe allying us. I mean, Austria with Hungary and all that, that would actually be really good bludgeoning weapon against the Ottomans. Because actually, how much... So they got Hungary as a junior partner. They got 32,000, Hungary's got 12,000. That's 44,000 plus my 12,000. And if I can get Venice to help me, then that would be even more. So in theory, we might be able to use them as a weapon to beat down the Ottomans, especially if they start fighting like Mamluks or something. That might be the perfect time to strike. And if we could take a bit of land in Greece and maybe, you know, start snaking towards Constantinople. If we can take Constantinople, that'd be brilliant. Oh dear, our heir has died. Well, we could go for the papal protege then. Get some more papal influence. We've got Sir Jody at 143. Right, we need to get a bit more money for the church. I mean, we're getting 1.6 ducats per month right now. We could potentially reduce the army upkeep a bit further. Don't really want to go all the way down. In case of emergency. And the Ottomans have a lot of their troops in here. Oh, where are they heading to? Going across, I don't know where exactly they're going to. Could be going after Serbia. They do have a claim on Serbia. 2 of them, actually. So that's a possibility. Serbia is fairly weak nation, but they could also coming after me. Could be also coming after me. Yeah, no, that's heading south, so it's either me or Venice, most likely. Okay, let's call the Venetian diplomat back. Yeah, no, it's definitely coming in here, so they might be wanting to do a bit of a battle. Unless they have some rebellions in here, I suppose. No. Well, they're going all the way there. Huh. Alright then. Don't know why exactly, but it might be that there's a high unrest or something. That could also be the issue. Right, well, I don't know. Are we able to make a peace with you? Not yet. We're getting closer, though. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of money out of it, though. So maybe we'll wait a little bit longer. Gone by... Oh, did they manage to... No, Castile owns that now. So if I wanted to ally Castile, no, they would not take that right now. I mean, they've got so many diplo relations and all that. That's the big problem. I do need to ally them at some point to get Malta to further our mission tree. That's the papal... Okay, so we've got a decent influence again. That's really nice. 3.5 per year. I mean, it could be bigger, of course, but it's a start. Poland announced Austria's arrival. Okay. So if I wasn't... No, actually, it wouldn't work right now. At least improving relations with them, but yeah, they... Oh, they got a neutral attitude towards me. And they got too many diplo relations. Okay, so allying Austria is probably not going to happen. Not yet, at least. We're still about half a year, probably, before the Genoese accept the peace deal. Oh dear, we lost our admiral. Alright, let's go ahead and rehire a new one. Okay, we've got 1132. That's actually really good for the blockade. Oh, right, actually, it's time to go raiding in it. That's going to give us the money to start building the church. We will raid as much as we can. Because we need the money. Because at least now we are gaining some money already, so we won't be running into bankruptcy. Oh, Tunis has announced me as a rival. How cute. We've got already over 200 ducats. And then there's also a little bit over here that we could raid. Start with the... Oh, good government policies. We're going to get +1 stability. That's really good. We can get 50 government reform progress or 18 ducats. I think we're going to go for the stability. That's going to be the most expensive thing to take anyway. We raided most of these. I think we can go over here and rate these two. We can... Is there unrest? Oh, there's a bit of unrest in here. Yeah, there's a lot of separatism there. We got permanent claims in that region as well. Now we can return on the location. So roads... Oh, actually, we could improve the... No, actually, we can't do that during the war. What about roads? Is there... We could probably build a barracks. That would increase the amount of manpower that we have. That would be quite nice. Or work... Oh, actually, we could build the workshops now. Why would it be the best place for that? I mean, it would be roads. Let's build a workshop in roads then. We need to improve our economy as much as we can, really. Right, can't improve relations with Austria any further. What about Castile? Maybe we can improve relations there for the time being. And then Genoa, we could hopefully get a peace deal with you soon. 2 more months. If we want to get some more money, then we might have to wait longer. But I think right now, just getting the provinces will be fine. Oh, actually, yeah, 1 more month. And then they'll take it. Maybe if we're lucky, they might even give us a bit of cash. I don't think we'll be able to get much. Okay, still no peace deal. Burgundian succession. Asking a prince will do nicely. Hold on a minute. Oh, the part of junior partner under Anhalt right now. Okay, so Austria is not going to be quite as strong this playthrough. And that's going to be good. Well, both good and bad for us, I suppose. We want to get Austria as an ally to fight off the Ottomans, but of course we don't really want to ally them permanently. So Austria have rivaled Venice now. Okay, well, there goes one potential ally then. Because now they will never... Well, they won't ally me unless I abandon Venice. But Venice is going to be one of the few nations that probably would help me in the war against the Ottomans. Well, there we go. We can actually get a tiny bit of money. I could have waited a little bit longer, but I wanted to get out of the war. So we can get the coring going. And, well, I mean, that's mostly it, I suppose. Bringing the ships back to Rhodes. And now we could potentially... Oh, yeah, we could actually increase the size of our fleet. I'm just going to get another galley. What about the army? How is that in size? We could actually increase the size of that as well. Oh, Genoa is no longer a valid rival. Well, I suppose, yeah, they did get a little bit weaker, didn't they? They still got these two being seized down. And, yeah, so they're being kicked down quite a bit. Naples is asking us to give them 14 ducats. You know what? I will do that. That's probably going to keep them somewhat happy, at least. And then... Too few rivals, so Tunis is one option. I do not want to rival Venice right now. Oh, but I could see some... Oh, well, actually, no, we can't see the land quite yet. We're getting the church done for the mission, at least. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode. So, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.